Hello and welcome to Talisman's Library. I am Talisman, and in today's video we're going to be starting a new series called Talisman's Recommendations. In these sort of videos I'm going to be picking 5 books related to a topic or theme that I feel that you should read. So this particular video I'm going to be focusing on self-help books, and these self-help books have helped shape me as a person, help me understand more about myself and about others too. So the first book off the ranks is The Neuroscience of Self-Love by Alexis Fernandez Paraskia, I believe. I'm sorry if I mispronounce the author's name. So this book is all about the brain and the chemical reactions that go on inside it that help shape who you are, your habits, your interests, your likes, dislikes, your mood, and how you can take that and change your outlook, change your habits, change your mood, and benefit positively from it. This book is very insightful into you as a person, and it can really help give you the tools to change yourself for the better. Now, the downside to this book is it can be a bit dry at places, it can be very repetitive, but it is a book that really opens your eyes to yourself and how you can benefit and become a better person. So it's one I'm going to be really recommending, but be warned, it can be a bit dry and repetitive at times. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. The next book is another one that helps you understand yourself and others, and that is Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erickson. Now this book is more about personality types and where you fit into it. Are you a red, a yellow, a green, or a blue personality? What that actually means and how you can use your personality type to its fullest advantage to get the most out of it. So this book does touch upon the interactions between each personality type, how they can be positive and negative interactions, and how you can navigate that better. It touches upon body language, it touches upon conflict resolution and negotiation, and gives you as many tools as it possibly can to help you become a better person and understand others around you or interact with others around you. Now this book, although it looks quite short, is about 300 pages. It does have questions in there related to what you've just read, so you can go back over it and really think about what you read, or it may ask you a question that makes you think, oh, is that right, which is really helpful. And once again, it really helps you understand who you are, how you are perceived by others, the pros and cons of your own personality type, and how you can benefit from it. So once again, I highly recommend this book, especially if you're interested in self-improvement, communication, or just improving yourself. Definitely one for you. The next one is more about relationships, and I mean romantic relationships, and that is Attached by Dr. Amir Levine and Rachel S.F. Heller, M.A. So this book is all about attraction types, whether you're an avoidant, a secure, or an anxious attraction type, what that actually means, how you can navigate between each of the attraction types, and how your attraction type and your partner's attraction type affect each other. So it's a really big eye-opener for partners and getting to know your loved one and understanding your loved one better. It is very insightful to how your relationships and how your brain affects your relationship without even you knowing about it, and the tools that you can have to help your partner and yourself regardless of what attraction type you have. So it's very insightful, and it's one that has benefited me and has allowed me to see beyond my own ego, I guess, in a way, and how my relationship and how I affect my relationship, or how others are affecting their relationships, and you can help friends, family out with it. It's really insightful. This book is very repetitive, but for a good reason, because what it's talking about is so necessary that it needs to be reinforced time and time again, and it's a really good book. It's one that I highly praise, one that I don't get seen talk about a lot, and I don't know why, but it is a great book, and one that I think everybody should read, regardless of what your relationship is like or what you are doing. It just gives you such an eye-opening experience to people in general, especially if you're trying to date someone or in a relationship and you feel that you're just not connecting with your partner at the moment, or you just want to make sure that you're doing everything the best you can for your partner. Definitely a good one for you. The next one is a bit of a change in pace, and that is Bear, Lion or Wolf by Olivia Arzello. Sorry once again if I mispronounce your name. This book is all about sleep and how your sleep type, bear, lion or wolf, affects not only your sleep habits, but can affect your moods and your productivity throughout the day. It's very insightful. It's a topic, sleep in general, I think, is a topic that we don't really fully understand properly, but it's so essentially important to all of us that we get it. And once again, this is a really good one to explore your habits and how your sleep personality type affects you. Very insightful. Once again, a little bit more on the repetitive side, but for good reasons. As I mentioned prior with attached, it just reinforces more about things for you. And once you understand your sleep type, you can understand more about the importance of your sleep and how you can benefit more from it. Very insightful, very well put together, and it's a very quick read. I think it's about 260 pages, but really beneficial, and one that, like I said, I don't see many people talking about it, but sleep is so important. But yeah, definitely a good book, and can help you give some techniques and tricks to help you get a better night's sleep too, which is even better. So the last book in this list is one that helped me learn more about people, and that is The Definitive Book of Body Language by Alan and Barbara Pease. Sorry, once again, I've mispronounced the name. This is a very insightful book about body language and male body language and female body language, how they differ, how you can pick up if someone's interested in talking to you, how you can pick up if someone is flirting with you, how you can pick up if somebody is not interested in you at all, or lying to you. This is all in here, and it shows you little techniques about what each subtle body language hint does and reveals, because body language is one of those communication techniques that we're taking for granted, that we don't fully understand in our day-to-day lives, I feel. This one helps you analyze that and shows you ways of recognizing body language, what it could mean, and how you can interpret that information to give you a better picture of who that person is or what that person's actually doing. I find myself doing it all the time now when I'm in a social interaction and I look at people's body languages, and I can tell a lot about them just by how they're sitting or just by how they're acting, their hand movements. Very interesting. One that I will give it as an example is people who sit there with their hands, and I'll have to put the book down for a second, but someone who sits like this, what that actually means, and it goes into that. Or you've all probably seen Austin Powers and Dr. Evil, and when he goes like this, what does that actually mean? Because it actually does mean something, and that is explored within this book. They give you little examples, little clips, and for example, see, what that actually means and how your stance, your entire body language comes through. A very insightful, very helpful book. One that I will highly recommend for anybody who is just interested in learning more about people, or if you're just interested in body language, how the body communicates. Definitely one for you. And it's one that's helped me when I was going through my adult years and trying to understand people better. So that's the 5 recommendations I got for today. If you've read any of these books, I'd love to hear what you've got to say about them. If you've got any recommendations yourself, once again, I would love to hear about them. And if you'd like to see a particular topic covered in the future, please leave a comment down below and I will happily talk about any of those topics that you suggest. But thank you very much for tuning in to the library today, and I hope you like this little mini-series, or the start of the mini-series, and I will catch you in the next book.